Hey! I feel a breeze. There's a breeze coming from over there. What's that? Ah, wah! What's wrong, Noah? What are you shouting about? Holy... No, not the Gatorade. You! Are you alright, Gala? Please don't let go. I'm trying, but my hands... I can't get a good grip. We're slipping. I don't think that's a breeze. I think it's the sauce. I felt this feeling before. Noah, where do you think you're going on your own? Vaughn, we have to follow Noah. We're not in Kansas anymore. My brother, he's alive. Just the song he said, corded fused with Juggernaut and is still alive, but how horrifying, how bizarre. He couldn't be human anymore. No, no, stop it! Court, come back, turn back into a person again. Why did you do it? You're my brother, you're supposed to be human. I'm a human, I know about love. I am human, I hate being alone. It's good to be human. So Court, be human again. Human? Court! Human? Humans are weak, humans are dirty. I gave up being human to become a mighty being. I am a being that transcends humans, even the Seru. A perfect entity, a perfect entity, perfect entity! Humans aren't perfect, I will use all my powers to destroy them. No, you're wrong, Court. Who interferes? It's me, Noah. Noah? Who is Noah? I know no Noah. I need no Noah. Noah, you alright? Court. I sense the presence of humans, weak, dirty humans. I do not need humans. I must destroy the humans here. Nope, that's not the time for that. Quite the opposite. People, 701 bits. Holy cow, thanks. Yep. That's the thing, alright. Alright, here we go. Time to do some stuff. Hopefully Noah's strong enough to withstand for it. Oh god, she gets attacked first, great. Okay, good, she survived. Please go, Gala. Or, like, don't hit Noah. Super Sentai outfit. I like it. She should be fine because she's spirited. So I equipped Gala with a Lost Grail, so that's why he revived a full. I'm hoping that the Wonder Grails will buy me the time I need to get Noah to where I want her. Yeah, frames don't like that attack. Frames don't like this next attack either. Man, Noah barely survived. Do I have a... I don't think I do. At least he's slow. I'll play it safe. Give her a bit more, defense before we bring the damage. No need to rush. Does every PS1 final boss have to take place at a trippy dimension? Yes. Always yes. Why would you think otherwise? How's it going, Chance? It's good to see you, man. That is a rule. I don't care too much if Han dies. He has a Lost Grail still. In fact, I might use that to my advantage and go ahead and throw... Unfortunately, I only had one strength boost. I can't throw a Fury Boost on her though. Alright, let's give it a test drive. Welcome to the damage. That was with one power boost and a bunch of Wonder Elixirs, but could have thrown a lot more if I had them. So yeah. Elixirs are a bit broken, because like we said before, they stack. And they're supposed to be super rare, and you pick them up throughout the game, so I think the idea was you use them kind of slowly throughout the game against some of the harder bosses like Zane and Berserker and Songi, but I was able to only use them on Koru and one on Songi. Actually, I didn't even use one on Songi, did I? Because I ended up losing that fight. So when you keep them all and use them all in one fight, they're a bit stupid. And as you can imagine, this is one of the big speedrun strats, is to grind elixirs and use them on the final boss. And I said before that they're rare and you pick them out throughout the game, but if you remember, you could buy them with the tokens, and that's why the token gambling and like the way that you break that is so important too. I'm gonna do this. Also, I used a Fury Boost on Noah, so even if she doesn't Spirit, she still has a full bar. I think I am going to Spirit, though, just for the AP. Stop talking about things that haven't happened yet, please. I have to be careful because Final Crisis can still kill Noah. I don't think the shield elixirs help with Final Crisis. I don't know if it's because it's like a magic attack or just because it's Final Crisis, but I do believe it can still kill Noah if I'm not careful. Yeah, I mean, I got you, but, like, don't name drop the thing if you don't know. Like, that's pretty obvious. Don't walk in the room while someone's watching Harry Potter and go, did Dumbledore kill Snape yet? Just obvious. Well, you don't remember that part that Dumbledore kills Snape? That must have been in the special edition. That was in the director's cut. I was like, get this garbage attack out of here. I actually didn't get to throw that many shield elixirs, so she's still taking some damage. Do I have, yeah. Might as well, right? Pepto! Thanks, Lego. Karaoke competition. I almost forgot about that. So yeah, without elixir spam, we probably would have had to grind for this boss, which I didn't want to do because I wanted today to be the finale. Yeah, this boss is really hard. And I think surviving against him really isn't the worst. It's just, man, does he take punishment, as you can see already. And as you can imagine, it gets way crazier than this. If you do actually grind out elixirs. If you throw like 10 power elixirs on Noah, she does like 100,000 damage. It's insane. It just keeps building and building. I don't even know like what, if there is a limit. But they all stack. So you get like some ridiculously funny stuff. I'm also not using the strongest attack in the game. That attack isn't the strongest, so... Hurricane Kick isn't the strongest. It's just what I have. But you can make it even crazier with stronger attacks and more power elixirs. But this is a good showing of how broken it is. Given that the most damage we've done is like 3k. And I'm doing 9k combo. This might kill Noah. Because she didn't spear it. Basically supernova. Alright, good, she survived. Yeah, so this guy has a charge and then Final Crisis. So he kind of lulls you into this sense of security, like, okay, he's not going to do a big attack unless he charges first. But then once he's low on HP, he can just drop Doomsday anytime he wants. Which is why I believe the speedrun strat, at least for a while, was to make sure you actually one-shot him so that he can never use Doomsday. Because like pretty much every boss in the game so far either had a charge up and then AoE, or just an instant AoE, but they had either one or the other, and he has both. So that like throws you off if you're not ready for it. Pepto. And he drops another one. Just because, why not? Oh, Noah. Big scare. Pepto! I'm glad I threw that speed elixir on Gala to make sure he can get a turn. My favorite meme with like Supernova. We always used to laugh as kids because like if he's throwing this blast through all the planets and then onto you, first of all, how is the Earth still there? Second of all, how does that not kill you? Third of all, it's actually an attack that can't kill you because it does percentage damage. So all that's kind of goofy. But like the one thing I never thought of as a kid is like, how does he use it twice? Like, wouldn't the planets be gone already? Like, how does he... he like smashes Saturn into you and then somehow finds another Saturn. Like, where'd you get all these planets? Multiverse theory confirmed. I might be dead here. Nope. One more, I think. That's annoying. It works though. Just means we have to watch another Final Crisis. We didn't have to use Vaughn's Wasp Grab. So this actually worked out really well. Alright, Noah. Give him the final business. Pepto! Yeah, like I said, even with cheesing it took forever. That's how crazy this fight is. GG's. He looks like a caterpillar. Noah, I know how you must feel. We all did the best we could. Now the human world will return to normal. However, Hari did the best he could, but I think Nauru Valley is done for. The age of Seru, our era, is over. We are now just part of the collective memory known as history. It's a little sad, isn't it? No! Terra, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me. Noah, your parents were killed by Seru, yet you want to be with me, a Seru? And besides, you're not alone. You have Van and Gala. Ozma, we've experienced life and death together. How can you leave me now? Oh, Gala, has your dependence on me caused you to forget your own abilities? Vaughn says nothing because he's Vaughn. So he just stares. Vaughn, your heart is so full of warmth. Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Gala. Together we humans and Seru were stronger even than ancient Teague himself. We are now heading beyond the twilight. But do not forget this. Humans and Seru are both born of Teague and are one. They have lived through the same era. It is time for humans to create their own futures. This is the last of our Seru powers. Oh my god. High def. High def May. Thus did the brave deeds of our three heroes defeat Juggernaut, who had engulfed Rimelm, and brought to humankind a new world of true peace, completely free of the mist. Children of Rim Elm, be proud of Vaughn, whose home is your village. Or our village, rather. Be careful. Oh no, how unfortunate. What a terrible blunder. I have a Soren take me all the way here. Only to find that our biggest hero, Vaughn, is about to leave. Who is this person? I don't remember. Correct, I am Usha, veritable warehouse of knowledge. Well, never mind that. Vaughn, I want to tell you why I want you to tell me why you are leaving. To thank the people that helped me, to see the mist-free world, to tell Noah my true feelings? Yikes. To train at Biron Monastery. No. We'll go the good guy route. Such a strong sense of obligation. That means I could have just awaited you at my lab. Yes, well, if those are your intentions, then it's fine with me. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to write a book about the life of our great liberator. I will remain in Rim Elm to gather material for my book until you return, Vaughn. Those two there, they must be your family, Vaughn. Pardon me for disturbing your saying farewell to Vaughn. Tell me everything outside. What a character you are, Dr. Usha. Haha! Very well. I will tell you what you want to know. I won't wait to see you off, Vaughn, so take care, my son. I'm sure you'll be alright, but take care anyway. Good luck. Vaughn, it's too bad about Songi, but I'm still grateful to you. Please give my regards to Master Zopu. Good luck. Let me worry about things here. Vaughn, I'll be honest with you. When I was inside Juggernaut, I felt your warmth, and I was certain that you would come to save me. That's why I wasn't afraid. So please, Vaughn, come back as soon as you can. Because I care for you. Be careful, Vaughn. I'll be waiting for your return. I'm learning the secrets of the jewelry business as we travel. Vaughn, if you ever need a wedding ring, I'll give you a good price. Sounds good. Vaughn, I was just talking to Dr. Usha. We were talking about how the Rossera's amazing powers healed my legs, and how everyone in the village feels as if they've been reborn. The Rossera have given us a new lease on life. It's a miracle we'll never stop talking about. Fascinating. A most fascinating story. Vaughn, Val is a wonderful father, and Nene is a wonderful sister with a weird name. But Vaughn, your face says you want to ask me about the world outside the village. My intuition was right, as usual. Well then, I'll make it brief. First of all, you do know that no more Seru will be created anymore, yes? Our good friends in Seoul are still experimenting, but it's no use. With Urumai destroyed and the Serukai gone, no new Seru will ever appear again. What's more, the Seru already here are gradually losing their power. My calculations show that most of the Seru will die off in the next year or so. We avoided the Seru in the Age of the Mist, but losing them completely is another matter. The Soren, the Flying Carts, and others who relied on the Seru may return to the Stone Age. But Vaughn, I have faith in human potential. The human race will never die out, as long as we have people like you to carry on Teague's wishes. I'm sure Mother is happy for you. Man, just dropped a single bombshell. See how it is. Tap, tap, tap. You're traveling when everyone else is busy rebuilding Rim Elm. You celebrity type. A hero's life is pretty good, eh, Vaughn? I'm just joking, Vaughn. Don't worry about Rim Elm. I'll take care of everyone. Go do what you have to do. I'll turn Rim Elm into the kind of place a hero like you won't be ashamed to call home. Hello, Vaughn. So you ready to leave? Well, I have something to ask you. After the village was rescued from Juggernaut and Noah left the village, Noah was carrying a baby, wasn't she? Noah refused to tell me who the baby was, but that was her brother, Court, wasn't it? As I suspected. Court, too, must have been reborn when we received a new life from the Rossera. I know that it was Court who brought the mist into the world. And I also know that Court is Noah's only blood relative. Noah must have been trying to leave with Court unnoticed. She must have decided to raise Court by herself. Noah is quite a young woman. Vaughn, are you about to leave Rim Elm? Have you said goodbye to everyone in Rim Elm? Good luck to you. See the distant lands, the rich world for all humans. Vaughn! Vaughn, goodbye, Vaughn. We'll miss you. Good luck, take care. We'll be waiting for you. Remember, this is your home. Even though half these people here don't even belong in my village. That's it. That is Legend of Legaia. I always found it so strange that that's where it ends. Like, I mean, it shows this, but like the credits start with Vaughn just running. Like, there's Vaughn, he's running. The end. I always tried to like, I wondered if that was some kind of like metaphor, but I've never really come up with anything. The game kind of starts with him leaving, so maybe they just thought it'd be cool to have it end it with him leaving. But I don't know. It's kind of a weird, it's kind of a weird metaphor. Oh, look at those baby B-Rons. So yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys thought of the game. I'm sure it'll kind of get lost in the chat. I'll read as much as I can, but on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube video, feel free to comment what you thought, because I'm curious to know what people think of this game. It's one of my favorites. I don't think it's one of the best ever made. Goofy fish. But I think it's really underrated. It's just a game that you pick up, and like I said, for me it meant so much more because I picked it up thinking it was like a 5-hour game. You know, it just, when you pick up the latest Final Fantasy, you have such a crazy, like, you have this built-up idea of what it's going to be. Your expectations are through the roof, and so when you play it, it's almost impossible to reach the expectation. But when I played this game, I just had no expectation at all going in. I had no idea what it was. I thought it was a 5-hour game at most. It was like some RPG ripoff made by some ripoff company. I had no idea. So when I got the Zito and beat him, I thought that was the end of the game. And when it kept going, I was like, oh, okay, they're probably just going to like rehash, or, you know, oh, it'll just be like misgenerator boss, misgenerator boss, misgenerator boss, and then that'll be the end of the game. And so every time something happened where like pretty much everything after the last misgenerator just blew me away when I played this in college, when I beat it, because I played it as a kid, but I never beat it as a kid. When I played through it again in college, everything that happened after that third misgenerator blew my mind. I couldn't believe how much effort and thought was put into this game. And, you know, the story I felt was going to be so simple, and it's anything but simple. It's one of the most unique stories I've ever heard. I mean, Noah, literally, she loses her entire family, like, and that's it. I mean, other than getting Court baby at the end, that's it. Like, there's actually a lot of depressing moments in this game. They really, like, experimented with some dark themes. So it is not just a beat the game, save the world type of game. So it's always blown me away, and it continues to blow me away. Not to mention, like, the voice acting and the music being so good. But that's all service level stuff that you can pick up the game and play it and realize. But what you don't get is everything else that comes with, like, the rest of the game when you beat it. So I'm curious to see what people thought, like, especially those of you that went into this having no idea what it was, and just taking my word for it that it was good. You know, I'd love to hear what you think. So while we're going through the credits, I promised you guys some story time, and I have a lot of stories to tell. At least a couple stories to tell. And there's also some stuff I want to show. Hopefully we have enough time to show everything I want to show. I might not be able to show, like, everything, but I'm going to do my best. But while we're sitting through the credits, I can tell you one story in particular. So I told you guys I was part of the speedrunning community in this game. I had played it when I was a kid, and then I played it again in college, and after I beat it and realized how good of a game it was, I kind of looked into speedrunning it, because that was at a time when I was like looking for a game to speedrun, or just kind of starting to get into speedrunning and learning what it was. And so I looked it up, and at the time, the speedrun was like 8 hours. And that wasn't anything I was willing to do. Like, I didn't even speedrun anything yet, really. So, like, jumping into an 8-hour speedrun was way too much for me. So instead, I helped route some of the parts for the speedrun. And I was pretty active in the community for a while. And one story that I love to tell about speedrunning in this game, I've already told you a couple things like the elixir spam and the gambling, how you can break the gambling if you're good enough at the slots to just get a million coins right off the bat and then buy all the strongest stuff. There's also the soul bread, which is a broken mechanic for money. If you win the soul bread and then sell the bread, you can get a bunch of money, so that's another thing. One thing that came there's one thing that I have to show you to talk about with the speedrun that slowed it down quite a bit, so I'll show you that after the credits are done. But one thing I wanted to talk about was one of the craziest skips I've ever seen in a video game ever. Like, just one of the I wish there was like more history to this speedrun, more people that I could bring together and make like a video of like the history of this game, because it's a story that needs to be told. It's actually insane. So this game, like I said, was 8 hours long or somewhere around there, forever, for years. It was an 8-hour speedrun. All you could do was like get the elixirs faster, get better at the slots, and, you know, get better movement. That was it. There was really no skips in the game at all. And it was crazy because if I told you that there was a, you know, smaller budget RPG on PS1, you would immediately think that it's one of the most broken speedruns. You know, like, that's the perfect combination, you know, the perfect formula for a broken speedrun is like a really long RPG that wasn't like one of the, you know, wasn't huge. You just expect it to be super broken, right? And it turns out that this game is not broken at all. It was airtight for years and years and years. No one ever found anything that was really broken. You could take advantage of some of the mechanics, but there was no skips. There was no breaking the game of any kind. It was like Kirby 64. I like to talk all the time about how not broken that game is, and how the speedrun is basically just playing the game casually fast. And that's what this game was. Other than taking advantage of mechanics like the gambling and the elixirs, it was just playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, which is just mind-boggling to me. And it was mind-boggling to everyone in the community. We thought for sure there had to be something we were missing, like Final Fantasy VII broken to bits. You know, most RPGs broken to bits at some point. But we could find nothing at all that was broken in this game. And we looked and looked and looked and never found anything. And then just a few years ago, after pretty much all of us were done playing and routing the game, and there was still a speed run, but, you know, the community had basically stopped at that point, or at least I was away from the community. Something was found, finally, and it blew my mind. It was like this 8-hour speedrun that I always knew was 8 hours and would never be less than 8 hours suddenly became like an hour speedrun. So in terms of like big skips found in video games, it's one of the biggest I've ever seen. Even bigger than like wrong warping in Final Fantasy VII. It legitimately cut out like 7 hours of gameplay. And what they finally found, and I don't remember who found it, I wish I remembered, Trance might know. But what was found was that there's an item in this game called Incense, and Incense is the same exact thing as Repel from the original Pokemon games. If you remember, you use an item. Oh, you found it. Okay, I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to like call you out, and then you'd be like, no, it wasn't me. So cool, Trance is here. He was the one that found it, and he was part of the community back then too, and a big part of routing the game and playing the game. So anyways, Incense works just like Repel in the original Pokemon games, where you use it and then you get a certain amount of steps where you won't get encounters, and then at the end it says, okay, now it's worn out, and then you can get encounters again. It works exactly the same. And what was found is kind of like some of the skips in Final Fantasy VII, where if you get two text boxes to overlay each other, weird stuff will happen. Basically the same thing happens. You use an Incense, and you run around in circles until it's about to expire, and then you run into some kind of trigger. And if you hit the trigger on the same exact frame that the Incense runs out, instead of doing the trigger, the game will instead tell you that the Incense ran out. And it just so happens that triggers in this game are 1 pixel wide, which they did a lot back in the day. So, for example, if you're running at if you remember the Urumai cutscenes, where you walk into the room and then one of the characters falls asleep and then you have to go through their story. If you're running towards the room and on the exact trigger that the cutscene starts, the Incense runs out, you can skip that happening. And then you walk into the room and then you trigger the next cutscene instead of the cutscene where the character falls asleep, and you skip the whole backstory of all the characters. And that's just one example. It got completely nuts to the point where we were skipping practically the entire game because a lot of triggers for like stuff's closing or stuff locking and stuff like that are all 1 pixel triggers that you can skip with Incense. The other thing that we found that made it even more ridiculous is if you use an Incense in one game and then load another game, the Incense stays active, which is hilarious and something that I really wanted to talk to you, explain to you guys, because that's exactly what we found in Final Fantasy VII, basically. That's basically materia smuggling, only with Incense. So it's just funny, like, our community found the same exact thing, basically, in Final Fantasy VII. And the categories, if you go on speedruns and you look up Legend of Legaia, the categories are the same as Final Fantasy VII. There's a New Game Plus and a New Game, and the New Game Plus allows you to bring saves that have Incense in them and use the Incense to skip stuff. So it's really cool. Like, both games have the same exact kind of mechanic and the same exact speedrun categories, because there's the same type of skip. So I thought that was super cool, and I had to share that with everyone, but I didn't want to do it until after the game was over. So yeah, that was a really, really cool thing that happened. Now, more story time. So, we get to check out this. So, I love screens like this. I'm so glad this game has this. Tells you your battles, your time, maximum hits. Tells you how many hyper arts you have, so now I can go back and find the rest of them. It actually gives you a completion percent, which I believe the completion percent is only for the treasures. And there are missable treasures, so I don't know if you can actually go back and get 100% all the time. And it tells you how many Sarah Magics you have as well. So I always like that screen. It's cool. It actually gives you incentive to play more. Okay, I think that's it. Unless I'm forgetting something. Okay, good. Alright, so if you remember, I want to see in the chat how many people remember. I've already seen a couple of people bring it up. How many people remember the door? I told you to remember. Now's the test. Do you remember the door? The door, I asked everyone to remember. I said, remember this door, don't forget. So, this is one of the coolest stories of my gaming life, and I'm so glad I get to share it with everyone. So, you know how a lot of these old PS1 video games have a lot of crazy, like, conspiracies? Final Fantasy VII being probably the most prominent, with Aerith theories and all sorts of other theories. there were a lot of theories back in the day, especially with PS1 games, about certain things that existed. And this game, we've talked a little bit about theories in terms of obtaining magic. There's a lot of theories about how you obtain magic in this game that were pretty much all wrong. But there was another theory in this game, and I think that theories back then were so popular because the internet was starting to take off. And because the internet was just taking off, there was a lot of false information, and that's why like the Aerith things were so popular. But there was another one for Legend of Legaia. If you remember the court fight, Court summons Juggernaut against you. And when he summons Juggernaut, it shows a Seru symbol, which is the same symbol that all the Seru show that you can absorb. Hey, congrats, Magic. That's awesome, dude. That's amazing. Congrats, dude. So there was this theory going around that you could somehow absorb Juggernaut because he has an emblem, even though it's a different element than all the other ones. There was this theory going around that maybe there's a way to get Juggernaut because he has an icon. So all these different things started being thrown around, all these mysteries thrown around. But there was one in particular that was really silly. It said that if you got all of your characters to level 99, they had to be level 99, and I think all your Seru magic had to be mastered as well. I don't remember. But you have to max out everything. And if you maxed out everything, you could come up to this door, and these guards would magically get out of the way, and you could go in the door, and you could get Juggernaut. Now, this is PS1 era. This is the, go to the church and run around in circles for 10 hours and Aerith will be revived magically era. So no one believed it. Like, how could you... It just sounded like a myth. All these myths, they're always like something that you have to grind for, and that's the whole point, is that you make people grind for it and then they realize that it's not true. So a lot of the Aerith stuff was like, oh, you have to get to level 99 and get 99 of every item and all this like crazy grindy stuff so that people would try it and then fail and then get mad. So when I heard of this rumor that if you got everyone to level 99 you could get Juggernaut, I was like, no way, that's silly. That's one of those stupid rumors that people make up so you'll grind all the way to 99 and then then there's nothing there and they get a laugh, right? Turns out it's true. 100% true. If you're level 99 and you come up to this, and keep in mind, level 99 in this game is rough. I beat the game on level 37. Getting to level 99 is rough. But if you do it, if you grind all the way to level 99 and you walk up to this door, the guards get out of the way, you walk down a really long hallway, and you get Juggernaut. And you don't actually get him like a magic spell, you get an equipment that you equip, and then you can use him. And when I learned that, I was like, that's insane. So, yeah, it completely blew my mind. So then, this got to the speedrunning community, and obviously, getting to level 99 is not speedrun friendly at all. So that was never anything that would be possible for the speedrun. However, somebody found a way to clip into the door and get Juggernaut early. And when that was found, it was the one big skip that was ever found before the whole incense thing. It was the one and only skip that actually was a big deal when we found it. And it actually doesn't save as much time as you would think because Juggernaut's animation is so long. But for like the final bosses and stuff, it was super good. So that was the one big skip, and it's so funny. It's so funny because it's just like guard skip in Final Fantasy VII. Everyone's already saying it. It's just like Suna skip. It's like the same thing. You get on a sub-pixel and you wiggle through. So I just find that so funny that there's so many like similarities between this game and Legaia. It's like amazing. So I did not practice this, so I can't promise anything. But I'm going to try to do it. We're gonna see what happens. I looked up a kind of short guide. See. Okay, I think it's there. And you kind of just have to wiggle at it for a bit. How come these guards aren't talking to me? I feel like usually the guards talk to you. I don't think you have to talk to the guards to get it to work. The video that I saw, he was kind of talking to the guards while doing it. I'm not really getting that. I have to press left to talk to the guard. Try lining up again. One pixel to the left, you think? I was looking at... Is it there? So it's definitely a sub-pixel thing, so like I need to kind of bonk up against some stuff to try to move my sub-pixel over. Is that it? I don't know. Because I feel like I should be talking to the guard. So I feel like I'm not left enough. Maybe if I bonk up against this thing, it'll help. It's not there, is it? That seems like it's too far left. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's okay. Oh, okay. I had misremembered. I thought that Von's shadow was supposed to be on the red part. It's supposed to be on the yellow part. Okay, I had misremembered. That's why I'm like completely off. I think that's the pixel there. That's it. Okay. Now we just wiggle and pray. I'm actually not talking to the guard anymore. He's actually like warning me. So I'm definitely getting through. Come on. Get me through. Take one step down. Doing one pixel on a PS2 controller is so hard. The hypest wiggle on Twitch. As far as I heard, you can basically just wiggle and try different walking patterns until you get it. I came here for the wiggle, and I got what I came for. If you just asked him nicely. He sure did make it sound easier in the video. He's like, just do it. Just wiggle and it'll work. It worked for Nike. Should I try walking in? This one pixel thing ain't working for me. I don't know why. Defense. Dude, these guards. 100 out of 100 defense right now on Madden NFL 2K5. They're like the mascot team on NBA Jam. Full 100s all across the board. They got those mad defense stats. I don't know, doing different walking patterns ain't really working for me. It sounded like that's all I had to do, but that's not working. I was going Drix. Did I just move my pixel off? No, we're still good. Well, the lineup is on this side. I think I'd have to learn another lineup if I did the other side. This one works. I know that. I watched it work. I think the speedrun strat did the other side, yeah. But this is just the one I learned. The one I saw. Up, left, L1. What is L1? L1 does the thing? Should I be walking when I do the up, left, L1? Or should I just walk when I'm doing the one step? We got it! We did it, boys. That shocked me when that door opened. Holy cow. So yeah, here you go. This is the rumor of my childhood come to life. This is like reviving Aerith to me. I did not ever think this was a thing. But here it is. Do you believe in magic? The evil talisman. It also decreases encounter rate because... why not? What's funny is it doesn't even tell you what it does. So you'd probably think like, what the heck was the point of this? So, I told you about the big rumor, and I told you about the big speedrun skip. There's really only one more thing I think I want to show. Some people have already kind of spoiled it in the chat, unfortunately, but that's okay. So, this game, as you can tell, has kind of already just completely exceeded all of my expectations and beliefs of what this game, what I thought this game would be when I picked it up for the first time. But if all that wasn't enough, if everything that's happened so far isn't enough to sway you, this game also has a super boss. Which, I'm like, really? They made a super boss for this game? Holy cow. It's nothing super duper special. It's no emerald weapon. But it's really cool. And when I first found it, I believe I did actually find it on accident, like most super boss, great super boss moments. You find it on accident and then freak out. I believe the same happened to me. So we're gonna go check out the super boss, and we'll check out the evil talisman as well, but we're gonna have to check out the evil talisman before we fight the super boss. Spoilers. I only have one door to win left. Shoot, I have to remember which one it is. Help me out! Which one is it? Which mountain? I think it's... oh, it's, I know which mountain. It's the one by Booma. Yeah. Denny. I remember. We got it. So this will work out fine, because we'll probably get into a fight on our way there. We have to get up to the top, too. Wait. This ain't right. We need to go left. This is Crab Mountain. I was like, this doesn't look right. It's over that way. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to share with you guys at the end. I had all these things that I wanted to share, and they all came to me during the playthrough. But I was like, I have to wait. I can't say anything yet. I think I got through everything. Alright, you ready for this? Evil Seru Magic. Effects unknown. 192 MP. And that's with the lower MP item. I feel bad for these guys. It's the same exact animation. from the Court fight. Except Court's not on top of him this time. That'd be cool if Gala was on top of him, though. Here comes that boy. So yeah. Still blows my mind that that's a thing. Truly insane. It's like OP on top of OP, because in order to even get it, you have to be level 99, which anything in this game can be beaten at level 30. So you already have to be level 99, and on top of that, by the way, there's the sunken castle, I forgot. The flying castle. Forgot you could actually see the wreckage. And the details in this game, they get me every time. But yeah, so like you're already level 99, you're already smashing everything, and the game's like, here, have Juggernaut for funny. Alright, here we go. Do I still have the chicken? I don't think I do. I need to put on the chicken heart so we can get up the mountain quicker. We're actually going to have time to do everything I wanted to do. I'm happy. The mystery I was talking about earlier is going to have to wait till I come back from vacation, but that's okay. It'll be a good thing to do first day back. But we actually had time to do it. To get everything. Show off all I wanted to show off.